I would like people to know that we're people. Full stop. Now, this ain't complicated. And like, if you're going to, and if you're feeling some kind of way about people with disabilities, understand that it's a feeling. Now, are you governed by your feelings, or are you governed by your intellect? Or is it a mix of the two? But if you are older than 18, and you're in positions of power, and that means if you're a coffee shop owner, you have the ability to make your place accessible. If you're a manager at Wendy's, you have the ability to make that space welcoming. If you're a principal of a school, you're not dealing, it's like people with disabilities and they're not walking in, and it's like you're not trying to train a camel to use a computer. These are human interactions. And human interactions are either successful or not successful, predicated upon the value that you give that human. So if you're looking at my daughters and you mad and you want to underpay them solely because they're women, that shows me that you're not intelligent and that you are devaluing them based upon your own preferences and biases. And so people is the operative word. And so I want people to acknowledge humanity. I want people to understand that it only takes one bad fall. It takes a random incident to shift you from looking at people like that to becoming those people that are looked at like that. So, treat people the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you have known to you. It's real simple. I think if I leave people with anything about this work, the reason is that when you see a commercial and people are basking in like Sandals resorts, come to Sandals. And I'm like, oh, I want to go. Right? And I'm thinking, well, is it wheelchair accessible? If I land in the Dominican Republic, can I get to and having traveled internationally, you land in places and then you are met with culture of how your disability is perceived, how accessible those places are, what they view as accessibility, what they think is accessible technology. Going to Jamaica was amazing, but they had to lift my wheelchair up with 4 people to put it in the van, as opposed to having wheelchair transportation. Going to London was amazing, except they stole the wheelchair off the jet bridge. Right? Like going to the Dominican Republic was amazing, except for the fact that nobody would talk to me because I'm in a wheelchair, so they spoke to everybody around me. If you constantly are saying, yes, we love you, except up until you are disabled, gay, black, a woman, then you are not the best human ever. You are not helping life. You are perpetuating that which is caustic and toxic to our existence. And if you are in tourism, the goal is to sell the beauty of your, come to the coast, we are awesome. All right, then get to the coast, I can't get out the van because ain't no curb cuts. Well, then you sold me a bill of goods. And as opposed to saying, these people with these wheelchairs want to come, put in a damn curb cut. Put in automatic doors. Here's why. For every dollar invested in accessibility, your return will be $3. Simple mathematics. If you're a capitalist, you ain't racist or ableist or homophobic. Everybody money green. Now, that don't mean you got to like them. You can talk, again, you can go home, shut your door, you can talk all you want about me. But if you're serious about your business, you will make it as open and as accessible as possible, regardless. And that covers all ages. Because once you make it accessible, that means you've made it multi-generational.